What's going on, people? It's your boy Courtney Clarke. Don't forget to hit me up on Courts1985 on the Twitter. It's COURTZ1985 on the Twitter. Your opinion is important to me. It's as important as mine because I want, I want to know what you're saying, and then we can have a debate. Even if I disagree, we can go at it. I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? So just hit me up and we get at it. First thing on the agenda is the Khan Danny Garcia fight. Oh boy, Khan started off for the first 2 rounds, then he got caught with an awful left hook in the third. It was really a stinker, man. Sending him crashing to the canvas. He was on spaghetti legs after that. He looked like a baby giraffe on skates, on ice. You know what I mean? With a bowl of fruit on his head. He just looked absolutely finished. Maybe you need to look at another coach, maybe a more defensive coach that will help you with your defense, because your offense is okay, but it's your defense, because you can't be getting hit with no more of them shots. So I'll tell you that, because you literally look like you was in the fun house. You know what I mean? You look like you was all over the place, just shaking up and down the ring. You got knocked down 3 times. Kenny Bayless did give you a shot. Like, I don't know if Kenny Bates was on your payroll or you got a relationship going on, but he made it go as long as possible. But unfortunately, it weren't your night. You got knocked out. It's another knockout. People are going to question your chin, but to be fair, anyone gets hit in them kind of shots, you're going down. And then, second on the agenda, David Haye. That WWF match they call a fight between him and Derek Chisora was a farce. I just had to watch it because obviously I need to report it. But do you know what, people? Don't let David Haye steal no more of your money. He's a salesman. He's a conniver. He's a braided charlatan. He's robbing you blind. Do you not see what he's doing? The whole fight with, do you know what? That was all staged. Because I think Chisora must have been in on it as well. Because he's as guilty as David Haye, because he did the same thing with Audley Harrison. They come and just take your money, they gas it up, take your money, and you know what's going to happen. Even the brawl, when you check it, Chisora got bottled, yeah? There's no blood. The bottle doesn't cut nobody's hand. You know what I mean? No one's injured. And then all of a sudden, and then they're going to fight. There's bare animosity. And then after the fight, after you get your face punched off Chisora, you're hugging up a man who bottled you. You know what I mean? What's that about? And you go from you saying you're going to physically shoot a man to you're all lovey-dovey. It's a joke. It's all about money to certain men. Like, it's ridiculous. And Frank Warren, you're a bum for comparing Derek Chisora to Joe Frazier. He's probably doing a windmill in his grave right now. How can you compare one of the greatest of all time to that slovenly bum, Derek Chisora? Seriously, he's not going to be remembered. He's average at best. He's 17 stone made of jelly. Realistically, he's got a good chin, but he has no punch power. The heavyweight division is a joke. Boxing in general is a joke. There's only really one fight that anyone wants to see, and that's Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather, but that's never going to happen. And that fight was a marquee fight maybe a year ago. It's too late now. Anyway, moving on. Another subject. I was watching a documentary on BBC Three the other day, Is Football Racist? And to be honest with you, I think it is, and I think it needs to be addressed, but not by the powers that be, and not by FIFA or UEFA or the FA. I think it needs to be addressed by black players in general, and they need to step up and stick up for their own damn self. Because I know they're just happy just making their little money. You might not mind it. You might not mind being having monkey chance, and you might not mind being called a black cunt or this or that, or you know what I mean. You might find it amusing, but you know what? When you look at deep down, you got to look at what kind of man you are, because at the same time, if anyone was to make a gay slur, you know what I mean, their career would be over. If anyone was to disrespect anyone else from any other race, it's like there would be an uproar, and they would all stick together, and they would all pull together. But for some reason, these black players are just like, oh, we're making money, we're getting wags, you know what I'm saying? And they don't seem to care. They don't seem to care, but that's down to them at the end of the day. But if they don't like being called choc ices and Uncle Toms and house niggas, then maybe they're gonna have to stick up for themselves, and it's how you're gonna be remembered. If you wanna take offense to certain things, if you don't wanna be looked at in a certain way and disrespected, you gotta respect yourself and stop hoeing yourself out for money, because that's what you're really doing, to be honest with you. Because you like when someone wants to turn around and call you this and that, and then you turn around to try and get your black up. I'm not even gonna call it back up. Your black up. They're not gonna be there because people are done with you. They wipe their hands of you because you don't even want. You push yourself aside. You set your stance on it. You don't, like, even in the documentary, no black players wanted to talk about it. They didn't even want to talk about it. Look at Eric Cantona back in the day. So a fan called him a French frog and he went in the stands and kicked him in his face. England was playing Spain and there was monkey chants and no one did anything. Oh, like, you know what I mean? None of the players did anything. Thierry Henry got called a monkey by the Spanish head coach. Nothing was really done. It was brushed under the carpet. What happened with John Terry? Nothing was like, John Terry got, I brought into court all that, rare, but nothing. Anyway, moving swiftly on. There was a article in the paper. There was an article in the paper. Alex Ferguson said the reason why Kenny Dalglish got sacked is because of the whole Suarez incident. Suarez racially abused Patrice Evra in the same vein as John Terry was supposed to have done, but he got banned and rare. But the thing is, Liverpool did handle it terribly because they just supported him, like saying them kind of things was okay because he got found guilty, banned to rights, guilty. You know what I mean? Eight match ban, but Liverpool was supporting him and Kenny Dalglish was coming out and rare, and then these things started coming out and they started calling him KK Kenny and Kleinfield and all that, and then they wonder why people want to say that because you got someone in your team racially abusing people and you're gonna stick by and wear t-shirts with his image on it and support him. And then when it comes to playing them again, he refuses to shake the black player's hand again. Well, of course you're gonna get sacked. But I don't think that's why he got sacked. It's because he bought Jordan Henderson for 20 million. Jordan Henderson is football's answer to water. He does nothing, and you're gonna spend 20 million on him. I wouldn't spend monopoly money on Jordan Henderson. It's ridiculous. You're gonna buy a Downing. This season, it's official. He had no assists and no goals for the whole season, but he got into the England team. What are statistics for? Statistics are to show you what a player is doing. And he's not getting it done, but he's getting in the England team. This is why England is whack. Because we're buying players, like they're bringing players into the England team just because of the name or the club they play for. Liverpool finished 7th in the league. They won the Carling Cup, which is nothing. You know what I mean? It's a worthless cup. I know I'm a Man United fan, we didn't win anything, but we don't even check for the Carling Cup. Carling Cup is nothing. So you gotta look at it like that. At the end of the day, I think King Kenny, as they call him, yeah, Kenny Dalglish got sacked for the poor performance because he was at Liverpool and they finished 7th, and that's bummy. It's not good enough, but they're finished anyway, so they're not even a relevant team no more. But all I gotta say, and I'm moving swiftly on from that, basketball news now. For all my 7-foot brothers out there, if you're 7 foot and you're not in the NBA, you're on some joke thing. Because they're just handing out contracts to 7 feet men. Because for some reason you can't teach 7 feet, and there's certain man out there, namely JaVale McGee, making a lot of money and they're whack. He's got a 4-year contract worth about $12 million a year with the Nuggets at the moment. But just watch this.
Oh, post him up, JaVale. Post him up, JaVale. Hold him off. Hold him off.
And this.
That was a bad pass. No. Wait. Save it, JaVale. Throw it to a teammate. Create a fast break.
And this.
The thought process problem.
Yes.
Is that one that we saw him tonight?
Yes.
Wait a minute.
And this.
Pass it.
No. He's called for a charge as he runs over James Jones.
And this.
McGee, Raptors need stops desperately. Long rebound, Nick Young, John Wall.
Yo, this guy's on 12 more a year. Seriously, if you're 7 foot, hit me up, I'll be your agent and we'll do this thing. Because, seriously, the guy is making money. And he obviously has half of a brain. Okay, and that's it for me. Don't forget to hit me up on Courts1985 on the Twitter. Want to know your opinions and that. Hit me up, don't forget. Email me, Courts1985@googlemail.com. And it's important to me, so just let me know. Holler at your boy. Peace.